Hello everyone, it's Gojira Prime here with a little video, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Legacy Bombshell. Now Bombshell was one of the original Constructicons there, one of the three original Insecticons from the G1 cartoon, and he's had a few different toys over the years, but this is the Bombshell that I eventually got around to getting to add to my collection. So first of all, as always, we'll take a look at the vehicle/animal mode, if you can call it that, and then we'll take a look at the robot mode, and then we'll do some size comparisons. So this probably won't be a very long video. So Bombshell transforms into a stag beetle, I believe it is, and it's meant to be a robotic version of a beetle. Now, unlike the Beast Wars era figures, which did have various insects and arachnids in the line, G1 didn't have a whole lot of robotic animals, and this was their attempt at a stag beetle for the line. And yeah, it's not very beetleish, it has to be said. It is pretty much just a brick with a silver horn sticking out of it, but that's okay because this is exactly more or less what the original toy looked like and what the original animation model looked like as well. So in that regard, it is what it is, which is a good rendition of the original toy and figure. And it is definitely something that's a little bit interesting on the shelf. I mean, unless you actually knew who Bombshell was and what he turned into, you wouldn't think that this is actually a stag beetle. It's got no articulation in any way, shape or form in this mode. You can see the robot head a little bit at the front here, and he does have little legs here and here, like for insect legs. But that is about it, really, for the robot mode. If I'm honest, out of the three Insecticons, although Bombshell is my favourite of the Insecticons, it has to be said, he's probably the weakest of the two when it comes to their alternate modes. But we'll take a look at the other two Insecticons another time. So, let's get him transformed, and we'll do some size comparisons. So here we have Bombshell in his robot mode, and while the animal mode is a little underwhelming to say the least, the robot mode is much better and where the figure does really shine. It is a very good rendition of how Bombshell looked in the original G1 cartoon, with the black arms and legs, the yellow goldish here in the middle of the chest, purple, and then the silver head with that very distinctive head crest on him as well. Face sculpt, pretty much spot on for how Bombshell was back in the original cartoon. So all in all, looks-wise, I can't complain. It looks like Bombshell in his robot mode, and I think it's a really good interpretation. Now, articulation-wise, his head will spin a little bit, but the shoulder pads here do get in the way. One other complaint is the headrest or head crest piece does still move back. It doesn't lock into place, so you can end up sometimes with him looking like this if you're not careful. The arms are on a full swivel. We'll do a full 360-degree turn. You do have movement at the elbow as well. The hands will not spin. They are fixed in place because of the type of plastic joint there. Molded details for the hands, and that is it for those. The figure has waist swivel, again mostly to do with the transformation process, but you can still get him in some good poses with his waist, and as you noticed, this keeps getting knocked down. Legs, full motion forward, full motion and a bit back, bend at the knee. There is no foot articulation. You can do his foot like that if you wanted to, but again, that's more to do with the transformation process than anything. So he's got a good range of articulation for a modern figure, which is what you would expect. Now, he does come with a few little accessories. He does have this silver weapon, which you saw on top of the bug mode before. Nice little blaster. And the bits which form his back feet in insect mode do come off, and then what you do is you can attach them to his gun in the peg holes, like so. To give him a triple-barreled blaster. And this will fit in either of the hand ports, like so. And that's it for the accessories wise. So, size comparisons. If I can just stand up straight, there we go. So here he is with Gold Bug. These are both classed as deluxe class figures, by the way, but clearly Bombshell is a bit bigger than the deluxe sized Gold Bug. Here he is with Earthrise or Kingdom. I always forget which one this is. Starscream. I think those two scale rather quite nicely. And then here he is with a leader class figure, Power of the Primes, Rodimus. And as you can see, Rodimus towers over him in his super robot mode. Now, I do know they are re-releasing the Insecticons in the SS86 line. And it's just basically a repaint of this figure and the two other Insecticon figures as well. So are they worth getting, is the question. And the answer is, if you're a G1 fan, then yes, I think they are worth getting. The legacy editions of the Insecticons are much better, I think, than their previous incarnations from other lines. They are a lot bigger as well. They've got a good range of motion on them. They're very well detailed. They're very accurate to the original characters from the day. And I think if you're just a general Transformers fan or a G1 fan, you're going to enjoy these figures quite a bit. They do look very good on the shelf with things like the Starscream Seeker mold. So yeah, I think if you have missed out on them previously, or if you're not able to find them for a good price on eBay or somewhere else, then getting this new SS86 version is probably going to be the best option for you. And they are worth adding to the collection, I think, at the end of the day. But hey, let me know in the comment section. Do you have Bombshell? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Let me know in the comment section. Please hit like, hit subscribe, and have a very nice day. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video.